Listen, Josh, you came in like you just got out of the ring, man.
I'm fresh from the airport.
Man, we were just talking off the record about the grind. It's like the same independent grind with artists, with wrestling. So can you break that down for me? You said you'll go for like back to back to back.
I mean, the grind of indie wrestling, I really feel like there's nothing like it because you are 100% an independent contractor.
Right.
There's no agent. You're getting all these bookings. There's some nights you might drive 10 hours one way for a show and then go to the airport to fly and then meet someone you've never met and they'll drive you to the next show and then you'll ride back with someone from your local area. Or you might just be on the road by yourself for 5 straight days.
Man.
Like just in your car, just driving to the next town, maybe a hotel, maybe not the hotel, because some nights, I mean, what's the point of getting a hotel or going to the hotel when, okay, I have to drive 8 hours anyway to the next show. I might as well just go, venue, shower. And hopefully there's a shower. Probably not, more than likely.
At the venue?
Yeah, more than likely not. Probably not.
Man.
So just take a little, just a little sink bath. Little sink bath special. And then you just on to the next road, on to the next town. And then maybe you'll shower at the gym. Hopefully what I like to do is I love going to the gym in every town I go to. It just literally makes me feel like, oh yeah, this is like, I'm like Hulk Hogan. Like 1985 right now. Just rolling into town, just hitting a little pump, going to the venue. Like I love doing that. So like I'll shower there.
So your workout in the midst of having this schedule of
yeah, I try
matches.
to. I have to. I mean, they're not the best workouts. They're pretty horrible. But it's better than just like, oh, I did nothing and just ate. Because you're getting horrible nutrition.
100%.
Like, I mean, I'm getting a Baconator every night at
So
1
you
in the morning, 2 in the
really?
morning. Yeah, I eat horribly. Yeah. This physique
It's
is
the real
built-
side of wrestling with
this
Josh
physique
Baker.
is not. It's built on large fries and Baconator specials. Like,
See, that, you answered my question because I was going to ask you, like, is there a regimen that you follow in independent wrestling?
I need to. No, I would probably be a lot farther if I had a better diet or health. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people have this assumption about wrestling. Like, we had Trey Lamar on the show,
yeah.
and
Who I trained with.
I learned about wrestling through him and you,
Okay.
a different side. Because my cousin actually, she wrestles for WWE,
Yeah,
Brianna
yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah.
So is there a different lifestyle as far as taking care of yourself, as far as that's kind of wrestling versus independent?
Yeah, absolutely. Because where they don't have as many shows as they used to, because they might just have TV and they kind of got rid of the house shows. But I mean, if I really wanted to in the summer, I could probably wrestle for 40 days straight if I wanted to.
Man.
I could just stack fair shows because there's always shows going on because there's wrestling everywhere. It's like a universal language. It's like funny because last night I was with these guys from Mexico that speak not one lick of English, but like we had like just a conversation just by like through us like seeing what's going on in the show, and it's kind of like just. But you don't even need to be able to speak the same language for sake. You can just like speak the language of wrestling. It's like its own real language, really.
What would you consider the language of wrestling to be? Just knowing different moves, different
It's like the
mannerisms?
way, I don't know. It's just your mannerisms, your movements, like your walks, the way. It's kind of everything in one almost. It's hard to explain, but it's like if you are a wrestler and you know how to do this stuff because it's like you hook for the same way on everything. Like it's hard to explain because like we might not speak one lick of English, but we're gonna go out there and have a great match.
That's good.
Probably just because, like I acted out these moves and I hope you understood what I'm saying and I showed you a clip or you showed me a clip or hopefully you Google Translate.
So with wrestling
When we
having
get
like
in the ring, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, we got no Google Translate, but I hope you understood what I was saying. So like, hopefully you'll understand when we're working.
So do y'all go over the storyline like before the matches,
It
or
depends. So like sometimes a promoter will tell you what they want. Every company's different too. Everywhere you're at, you might be presented or booked differently. Like sometimes you might be in a tag team, you might be in a singles. You might be a good guy, a bad guy.
or a heel? I learned that.
Yeah, a heel or a baby face. Yeah. But I don't like to go over my stuff a lot in the back just because, like, if I go out there and so let's say I have 10 minutes and me and you go out there and, like, we're giving them 2 minutes and they're just like, wow, this sucks. It's like, well, I hope you're ready for 8 more minutes of stuff you hate because I got no ability to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like to hit little bullet points kind of and then let the crowd tell me what they want because you just give it to them. Like, because they came for the show, so just give them what they want.
From the matches I've seen, the crowd will tell you if they like something or if they don't, especially in the world of wrestling. Yeah. What's something that you learned about the fans as you've gone to different wrestling matches? Like, what have you learned about that culture? Because that's a whole different...
The fans are different. So the fans in West Virginia are different than the fans in New Jersey. They're different than the fans in France.
Right.
They're different than the fans in Texas or California. Every area has its own kind of style or fan base, if that makes sense. Last night I was in Tennessee. The way I wrestled in Tennessee last night was a lot different than the way I will wrestle when I'm in Philadelphia next. You know what I mean? Just because the fans are on the East Coast, they're into more fast-paced kind of. But in the South, they're into more brawling and stuff like that. And it's just goes back to like the territory days from like the 80s and stuff like that. Just like kind of what were you fed? But
what's your favorite area to wrestle in or region?
Ottawa, probably. I love this place in Ottawa called C4. It's like the first place that really gave me like a real break kind of to like just trial by fire outside of Ohio. And I mean, yes, it's like 10 hours away or whatever, but the crowd is so, they've seen me, same with the Ohio fans. Not like my Ohio fans haven't seen me like grow up, but it's nice to see a place outside of that see you, because I've been there since 2019 or 2020 maybe. I think I wrestled one show there and then COVID hit. And then I came back after that and I've done as many as I can after. I'm not on all of them just because it's hard to like travel-wise and stuff like that sometimes to get all that stuff lined up. But every time I'm there, I mean, it's just, I've had some of my favorite matches there, and the crowd is always so hot. And this place C4 in Ottawa is one of my all-time favorite spots for sure.
What's the weirdest thing a fan ever yelled at you?
Probably regularly, I get a lot of twist his dick. That's like the new thing.
What is it called?
Twist his dick.
What does that mean?
I just want to grab his dick and twist it. I don't know. Like I don't.
You never turn around and been like, "Hey, yo, what did you say that for?"
I mean,
you got to be the Josh Bishop. You got to be the character.
It's also just like, dude, what
are you talking about?
Yeah, brother.
Right here, brother. Yeah. I would have been like, "Yo, what you talking about, man?" Buddy. Yeah. Do you feed off the crowd energy more?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure. I did a couple shows like during COVID when it was like the no fans and it was the worst, like beyond unbearable. Like, wow, this sucks. Because you're just like doing this and I'm just like getting beat up. Like it hurts. Yes, it's pretty like when we go out there, we know who's going to win, who's going to lose. Spoiler alert. But it's still real, like the physicality. So when there's like no crowd to feel off, like you have no adrenaline rush. So you're just like taking these chops and like taking these bumps and like, wow, this is awful. Like, what am I doing? But when the crowd's there, it's like last night I was just bleeding for so long, but I was invincible, truly, because the crowd was just so riled up. I mean, last night I wrestled this guy named Killer Cross and we just had a very physical, like, we in the back said, hey, this isn't going to be fake, so let's go hit each other and make sure it's clean, you know what I mean, nice and safe.
Right.
I mean, there's not that there's like a safe way to get punched in the face, but there's like if you punch me in the neck, you won't knock my teeth out, so just punch me in the throat. But
right.
Still, like, my throat's all red and purple. It's like I got punched in the throat 20 times.
Have you ever had a match where you might have said to yourself, yeah, I went a little too far? Oh,
yeah. One time I almost bled out and died, actually.
What match was that?
This was against my buddy Tom Lawler. This was at AIW Absolution 2023, I want to say maybe. And in wrestling, there's a term called blading. And it's when you take a razor blade and you slice your forehead when you want to bleed. So that way people see the blood. Because like if you get hit with a chair, the chair might not bust you open. So you just kind of go down and you just slice your head open. I mean, obviously, my head is bladed last night.
Yeah, I see.
So I accidentally bladed too deep. And I was just, my blood was genuinely coming out black because it was coming out like coagulate. Like, yeah, it was That was the worst. I seriously almost died. Luckily, there was Jeremy and Patty there. They're the medical staff for AIW, and they took care of me. But
I was going to ask you that. Was that the most physical pain you felt?
No, not at all. I didn't feel any pain. I just felt like a dick. I really did, because I ruined the entire canvas. I did not mean to bleed that much. Also, my mom asked me, she was like, hey, are you bleeding at this show tonight? And I said no, because I didn't plan on it. And then I just, throughout the day, sometimes you just want to cut your head off. I don't know. You just want to bleed.
Like, it was like an adrenaline thing? Like,
yeah, so then I'm just bleeding, but no, I'm like dying. Like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, oh, this is bad. Because I've bled a lot. So I kind of know when it's going good and when it's going bad. And then when this happened, I'm like, oh, this is beyond bad. Because I'm like dying.
Did you have to keep wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh,
and the ref
man.
is like coming to me like, hey, like.
It's a lot of blood.
No, yeah, that. And he was also like, we had like maybe 12 minutes or something. And he was like, at one point he comes up to me and he's like, all right, you guys got 10 minutes left to go. And I looked at him and I went, dude, do you really think I'm going over time right now? I am dying. Genuinely dying.
Man.
In the ring. Do you think we're going over the time? I'm trying to get in and out, but still have our match and have a good one. I mean, even though it wasn't really a good match because I'm just bleeding, and it was just, I mean, it was cool in the fact that if you're a blood ghoul, because I mean, when he's hitting me, like the blood's going into the crowd. So like that was awesome. But at one point he kicked me in the head and I turned and a bunch of blood splattered in the crowd. And I just made eye contact.
And they were just like, yeah.
And and everyone's like going crazy for the blood. And my mom was just like looking at me like, what are you?
It's my baby. What are you doing?
Like, oh, this is bad. But it's like, also, I know it's so bad. Like, this is so much blood. And I'm just like, well, hope I don't die, so my mom will be like that mad at me.
But you're known as what's called a powerhouse brawler. But are there other wrestlers and people you'd be surprised, like, knowing your style? Like, are there different styles that you may have done, or are you just known as a powerhouse brawler?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. But I think I genuinely can wrestle like any style. Besides, I mean, but I just got trained at a good school where we learned how to work multiple styles, because to me, wrestling is flavors of ice cream. And so every flavor of ice cream is like a style, essentially. Like Rey Mysterio, like a luchador, is like a flavor of ice cream, like a lucha style, or like a high flyer kind of. Like a hardcore is usually what I get booked in. Because I mean, honestly, I'm the best hardcore wrestler in the world. But
that's right. Say what you mean, Josh.
Yeah, no, I genuinely am the best hardcore wrestler in the world. There's nobody that can touch me in that regard.
Y'all hear that, right?
I still would say I'm probably a top 5 wrestler in the world because I can wrestle every style.
That's what's up.
But I'm just the best hardcore wrestler, so I'm kind of get stuck wrestling those matches only. But I mean, it is what it is.
If somebody never seen a Josh Bishop match before, what match should they start with?
If you've never seen a Josh Bishop match, I would say Josh Bishop versus Manders from C4 Wrestling in 2022. That would be it was either 2002 or 2023. But it's the only time I ever wrestled the one called Manders at C4 Wrestling. And it was just, I mean, we just let it rock. I mean, it's a very physical, it's got some high spots, it's nice, it's not too crazy, but I would say either that one or a submit or surrender match I had with Dom Guarini. But that was like a pretty early on of like me being allowed to kind of be allowed to play my music almost. Because even when you do start in wrestling, like you're not really allowed to do whatever you want because you have to prove your value and your trust and like so I was like super young at the time when that match happened. It was the first time I was like allowed to the reins of like creatively like, hey, come up with something.
So you don't just get like instant interest music. You got to kind of work your way up to get to that point.
No, not the entrance music for sake. Like that stuff you can pick on your own. You can get that easily. It's more so the trust with the boys in the locker room, because that's really the most important thing, is having the respect and the trust with the boys in the back.
100%.
If the boys don't trust you, I mean, what is your deal? Because my life is in your hands at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Your life is in my hands when we're out there.
I want to ask you this, one last question when we go to break. If wrestling disappeared tomorrow, what do you think you'd be doing?
Dead.
Man.
Dead. Dead. Without a doubt.
So you love wrestling?
Oh, yeah. I love it. It's the best. It's the worst at times. It's truly the worst. And it has made me feel the worst lows of lows. But the highs it has brought me in my life is just insane. I mean, there's so many things in my life that I've gotten to do because of wrestling, and so many just unreal experiences I've gotten to have. I mean, my entire adult life so far has been as a wrestler, so I really wouldn't have anything else about it.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, Josh, before we go on this break, man, where can they follow you at, man? How can they get in touch with you?
You can follow me online at all social medias at Josh Bishop 187.
All right. Everything Jean P. the MC. Follow the podcast, SWYM Podcast on Instagram. Follow Zach Zworthy68, Jeremy _ Ginger Ninja, and everything Jean P. the MC. Gonna stick around with us for a minute, Josh?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Jean P. the MC, episode 198. Josh Bishop, say what you mean. Peace.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. From the northwest to the northeast, say my name once and they know it's me. Southeast to the southwest, no arguments, yeah, I got next, Jean P.
Episode 198 of the Say What You Mean podcast. Jean P. the MC. We got Josh Bishop in the house. How you feeling, man?
Feeling wonderful.
Good, man. What's your nickname in this ring again?
Oh, the Intense Icon?
Intense Icon.
I'm not very intense today, though. I can't be screaming all the time and just breaking things.
Who is Josh Bishop like outside of the ring? I didn't get to ask you that on the last part.
More crazier than in the ring.
Really?
Not so much anymore these days. But
because when I saw in the ring, I was like, "Oh man, he's crazy." A couple
years ago, yeah. These days, I'm pretty laid back. I just really, I mean, what the Hulkster told us. It's all about just saying your prayers, just eating your vitamins, and training whatever. What did he say? He was like lifting weights, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. I was trying to think of a joke, but I couldn't have messed it up.
That's what's up, man. Okay, cool. So before we get into the interview, we got to pay some bills. So it is sponsor time. Our sponsor is the Hub Art Factory, this beautiful space owned by Tim Carmody. Josh, it's your first time in here, man?
It is my first time here.
What you think about it?
Sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can't do a magic here or break nothing, so I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, I could probably set a ring up in here.
Yeah, you can.
This would be cool.
Hey, Tim, if you're watching this, we got to set up a wrestling match here at the Hub, man.
No, we get a little micro action, a little micro ring in here.
Hey, man, don't tempt them because they might turn into an art.
That backdrop, that sea creature.
That's a good idea. Hey, you never know. I'm going to have to ask Tim if we could set up a little wrestling match here at the Hub Art Factory, man.
I bet we could do something in the parking lot. There's a lot of space. My mind's always in wrestling mode.
Have you thought about that outside of wrestling, like being a promoter?
No. I would never want to be a promoter. That's way too much just stuff I don't want to deal with. I hate younger promoters to begin with. I don't even want to be one. No offense, promoters. But
no offense, promoters.
No offense, except everyone that wants to give me a phone call. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to deal with that stuff music-wise?
No, it's a little different for me.
Different, like how?
I wish I had promoters to talk to.
Really?
Yeah, man. I just, for me, I just reach out to different places to book.
Same. But then, like, they want to do phone calls. But that's how you get fleeced on the bread is when they do the phone call. Because then at the end of the night, if the house is late, I still need my Ben Franklin's, buddy. I don't care you didn't sell enough tickets.
So you'll have promoters that'll do that. They'll be like, hey.
Bro, the wrestling business is so scuzzy, so schemy. Everything is cash handshake deal. Sorry, my bad, tax purposes. Just kidding. Everything is,
right.
Absolutely 100%.
Everything is perfect.
Yeah, everything is 100% on paper. But if it wasn't, and, let's say we had a phone call and I say, hey, John P. the MC, I'll give you $500 for this show. And you get there and you do your job. Mm-hmm. And then the house sucked. And I give you an envelope that might only have $100.
Oh no.
Dollars in it.
Oh no.
When I say, well, sorry, brother, house is late.
Man, what if you hurt though? You get $100.
That's the business of wrestling. And that doesn't happen to me, but I see it happen to people
hell no,
all the
don't
time.
happen.
It doesn't happen to me, but
man,
I see it happen to people all the time.
You 6'3"?
Yeah, it doesn't happen to me, but I see it happen to people left and right, and I can't ever put myself in a position to get got.
Yeah.
So I just have to text message only so I can have the photo evidence. Because I've had to do that before. I've had that happen where someone did try and not pay me my rate, and I'm like, no, here, boom, 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 here's this, so here we're going to go. Are you going to give me this, or am I going to take this amount of money and things from the show?
Yeah.
Because they're like, what do you mean? I was like, I'll take the ring bell with me, I'll take this. I don't care. Like, I'm going to get my bread either way.
So you kind of had to bully for some bread before?
If you want to call it bullying, I would just say squaring up.
Fair.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to bully you. I didn't try and take extra. But when you said, hey, I'm going to give you this much, and I say, hey, this isn't what we agreed on.
And I put my body on the line.
Yeah, and also, hey, let's go for a walk. Like, because I'm not going to shame you out in public, but I'll be like, if you're the promoter, I'll say, hey, come here, let's go for a walk.
I'll buy this thing in private.
Yeah, and we'll go outside, and I might privately. I've never had to. It hasn't come to that. But if I did and I would, there's no doubt I would. Even if I get laid out, I can't let you get me. You know what I mean? I'll stand up for myself.
100%.
But I can't let you get me.
So it's not a lot of paperwork in wrestling. It's just like independent.
You know, if you're an IRS agent, yes, there's so much paperwork.
Gotcha.
But if you weren't, no, it's pretty much just Facebook Messenger, email, deals.
And it's the indie game, so you know.
Of course. And everything is, allegedly at the merch stand, cash.
Yeah.
Or Cash App.
Cash App, Zelle, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Just put the pizza emoji on Venmo. But it's pretty much just cash. I mean, it's really, I think indie wrestling is just the last of like outlaw culture in a way, and like such an outlaw business that you have to have some sort of like a little bit outlaw mentality to survive.
Fair.
For sure. And to be able to stand up for yourself, for sure. At least to be able to square up. Unless you just, but some people don't. Some people are cool, and that's fine. I have no hate on them, but I just can't stand when people complain and say, hey, I'm getting underpaid consistently. It's like, well, you're letting these promoters take advantage.
You let them take advantage of you.
Say something. Even though, there's places I don't burn bridges. I blow them up. I blow them up. I don't care. Like, when it's time to detonate, I will be there pressing the TNT thing myself, blowing it up, saying goodbye. You should have, you know what I mean? Because I can't let you finesse me.
Right.
Like, and you think it's okay just because, well, you have more money or you are older. You know what I mean? Like, that's not okay for you to treat someone poorly, in my opinion. So
that's
I'd rather
fair.
just not even just work with you to begin with. I don't care how cool your company is. I would rather just not work with you if I don't like you personally, truly.
So you guys, good character is important in the business.
Yeah, for sure. Good character as in terms of like your real life person, not like but also good character in like your wrestling terms too. Like if you are the horrible wrestler. It's like, I got to work with this guy tonight. And I've had that happen a few times where it's like, oh.
It's people you don't want to work with per se in the wrestling.
Yeah. They're horrible. Or they're like, I don't even know. I don't want to.
No, you good. Say what you,
I can bury.
I got you.
Yeah, I can bury people all day, to be honest. I'm not trying to turn this into a shoot interview.
Yeah, man. It's all good. But let me ask you this, Josh. So, from the beginning, man. So where are you from?
I'm from Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio, born and raised?
Yeah.
Okay, what side of sound you repping?
So I graduated from Jackson.
Okay.
In 2016. But
Did you play sports? Clearly.
Yeah, I played sports. I played football. I played lacrosse. I didn't care about sports one bit, to be honest with you. I was a degenerate. I was an absolute full-blown degenerate. But I knew I was going to be a wrestler, so I didn't care about sports.
When did you realize you wanted to be a wrestler?
When I probably was 1 year old. I don't know, 0 years old.
Really?
It's been ingrained in my DNA, truly. I've never once not wanted to be a wrestler. So like in high school, I was like, who cares about this stuff? Like I need to prepare. So my boys would smash me in the head with chairs at parties to like get me like prepared for my future life. Yes.
So that early is when you wanted to wrestle?
Yeah.
Like, did you have like family? Like, what inspired that passion?
Just watching it always. I've never not wanted to. Like, my earliest memories, like I remember just seeing Jeff Hardy and just like Jeff Hardy versus The Undertaker is like my all-time just like favorite match. Go back to because like from a child, I remember like watching it. It was a ladder match, and Jeff Hardy's my number one of all-time favorite wrestler. And
good times. I remember watching them. Man, it's crazy seeing them do that every night.
Unreal. They're still going as hard as they are right now. And I'm lucky that they are because that's the only way. Luckily I got to wrestle Jeff and then Matt in a tag match, and it was unreal. Like, I was so happy for that opportunity to like, it was so funny. It was that fourth rope in Westside Gunn. Like, the first time we ever met, we were just chopping up about wrestling, like randomly in Tampa. And he was like, who's your favorite of all time? And I was like, Jeff Hardy. And then after this match was booked, and like after the match, he was just like, he was like, hey, remember our first conversation ever? And I was like, yes, I do. Like, thank you. Because he always knew that, like,
yeah.
Because there was a couple shows where I'd be like, come on, dude. Like, I need that match. Like the Hardys are here. Like I need it, please. Like I need it so bad.
So those were the first wrestlers that kind of like inspired you, or what was?
I wouldn't even say inspired. I would just say it's not like I've ever, maybe not inspiration, I would say is the right word. I would say captivated. Like I am truly captivated by wrestling my whole life. There's never been a phase where I was like, like I should talk to girls and not be a loser who likes wrestling. Right. I've just been like a loser who likes wrestling my whole life.
But that's what you love.
To the point where I decided like, I mean, I really could be the man in this actually. But yeah, I've just always wanted to be a wrestler. I mean, my whole life, there's never been, I mean, you met my best friend's family. Like they could tell you about how I always wanted to be a wrestler from growing up, like the cast. No, like I've always.
Shout out to the cast, man.
Yeah, like
good people.
Yeah, that's my best friend, and I mean, he literally has known my whole life. I wanted to be a wrestler. There's no one, I think, that's surprised that I became a wrestler that knew me from any point in my life before I was a wrestler.
What's the loneliest part about chasing something like pro wrestling?
Life on the road, man. It's really like last night. I mean, yeah, I had a great time. Like last night, I mean, I was in Chattanooga. It's a cool show. Like you go out after whatever, but at the end of the night, you're still alone in your hotel room or you're still alone in your car driving to the next show. Like, and even if you probably have maybe 5 or 6, I don't know if it's like this in music, but you really probably aren't actually friends with that many people because there's only so many spots on a show. There's only so many spots. So like, everyone's trying to bury you politically or try and chirp you out or just cut you out from underneath, especially if you're like a new kid on the come up. So I'm not really trying to hang around anyone to give anyone ammo to use against me or stuff like that. Like I just you keep to yourself. Like I have my little crew, dude, that I like to hang out with. And like last night I got to see some of them and we had a good time, but there's still like, I mean, at the end of the night, it's 4 a.m. and you're just alone.
Yeah.
And like no one in your family's awake to talk to, but you're like still riding the high from a good show. So you're like up, you know what I mean? And you're just like, wow, this sucks. I really need to make it because I am alone right now by myself in a hotel room. Like, oh, this is so lonely.
So in the midst of like that and injuries and setbacks and rough period, like what keeps you motivated to do this?
Because I just know that I'm the man. And I just know that when I watch stuff on TV or when I look around at the guys today, I just really think there's no one that can touch me. Honestly, I really think I'm the man. So I'm just like, just going to keep going. And then when I get my shot, knock it out of the park. And
what do you think it'll take for you to get that shot,
I definitely need to be better about my social media presence. I need to be better about being better at being political for sure and like being friendly and like because like when I come to a show, like the wrestling culture is so weird. You're supposed to like walk up and shake everyone's hand and it's like, hey, you didn't shake my hand before you left, like fuck this guy forever.
Right.
Which is like insane, but that's really how it is. Like 10 years, like there's people you hear like 10 years ago, like I didn't shake my hand, I hate him still. And it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Holding those grudges.
How insane is this business? You know what I mean? But that is literally what it is like. People are seriously like that. So it's like, I got to be better about it. Because that's something I've never cared about. Because I'm like, bro, you're going to be mad because I didn't shake your hand. I don't care. I think you're a bozo. But you can't have that mentality also.
They want you to be humble.
Yeah, because it's like, not that I'm not humble, but also it's like, dude, if you're going to get mad at me as an adult man because I did not shake your hand or like say goodbye to you before I left, when we probably didn't even work each other that night or work together, like pretty much if I wrestled you, you cool? All right, we're good. Boom. Anyone else? I'm like, I'm kind of cool. All right, boom. If you're on my way out, I'll tap you up or whatever. Boom, fist bump, then I'm out. Like, I'm not, or if I come in, boom, 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 hey, what's up? But I feel like it's just so stupid, unwritten rules of wrestling.
Yeah.
Go shake everyone's hand. I don't know if it's like that in music at all, but it's like, this is like the stupidest. Like the rules of wrestling that are unwritten are just beyond insane sometimes.
So how do you handle like criticism, especially in the era where everybody has opinions?
Like, you mean from wrestlers or like people online?
Both.
People online I could care less about because a lot of people compare me to this guy named Sid Vicious, which, I mean, I get the comparison. Like we both have blonde, curly hair and are in shape. But to me, I never cared about Sid Vicious because I watched one match of his growing up, and so he wrestled the guy Heath Slater on Raw when he was like way past his prime. So I was like, I didn't get it. It was not until like 2022 when I started watching stuff. So I get that a lot. And that's like the thing that is the most annoying to me, because it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to be like this guy, but I get it. We look similar enough, and like I'm not gonna change my look just because.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I'm not gonna let some losers bully me on the line to change my look. But like from the back, it depends who's saying it, because if I respect you and I want you to watch my match or ask your opinion, or you're like my boss or an agent or something in the match, and you come up and tell me something I'll take that. Because I want criticism. I hate when I do a show and everyone goes, oh man, that was great. You were awesome. Like I got nothing bad. Like that was perfect. Like no, that's not how I'm going to get better.
Because you know, yeah.
Yeah, because to get to the next level, I need to be better on everything, on all these micro aspects. So I need someone to give me some negative. Like, what is bad that I need to work on? So, like, last night I had a show, and there was guys whose opinions I respect, and I asked them to watch the match, and they took their feedback and their criticism, and I'll take it and try and implement it. You know what I mean? Because it's people that'll break things down in ways that I won't think about, or because I mean, when you live your life, you're living it in first person, but people can see you in like a third person perspective, so it's almost like they'll be able to see the things that you're missing out on.
Yeah.
So that I appreciate, but then there's like the criticism of just guys that you just don't care about, and it's like, all right, bro, I get you were popular in 1984 for like 6 months, but I don't care what you have to say to me.
It's my time
no
now.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
No, but they'll just like come and say some dumb like. They're always trying to carny and like latch on to like, oh, you might be the hot young kid. Like,
so they try to like size you up a little bit.
No, like trying to like latch on to you a little bit. Like, what can they steal from you? Like, what can they leech off you? There's like a lot of leeches in wrestling, and it's like
they're probably not used to you because you seem like you're just your own man.
Yeah,
like you don't need nobody, and they kind of want you to depend on people. But just your presence and the way you speak, it's like you don't need nobody.
And that's what I've been told too. Is like people don't, because when I speak my mind, then people are like, oh, he's big and might be
fair. Yeah,
it's like I'm not. My character is very crazy, but also, I mean, I can't turn it up and be crazy. If you want me to crash out, I'll show you what a real crash out is.
In the ring or outside of it?
Outside of the ring. I'll show you guys. You think something about it? I'll show you what a real crash out is.
But we don't want you to crash out, man. You're 6'3", big guy. We don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let me ask you this, man. We talking about a lot of things. So, fun fact, I'm a hip-hop fan, and I'm a big fan of Westside Gunn. But then I see you're a part of Fourth Rope, and then I also saw you were on Heels Have Eyes 2 or 3.
All of them.
You were on the cover.
Yeah, so he put me as the cover for all the Heels tapes.
What was that like, and what's that like seeing it? Because anytime Griselda drops, I'm always like happy with it. Seeing your face, I was like, oh shit, that's Josh.
It was just interesting because I didn't know. And like a couple days before, someone hit me up and they're like, hey, what are all the bloodiest pictures of you have on your phone? And I was like, I don't know. I can look around, I guess. And so like I sent a couple over, and I was like, these ones maybe? I don't know why. They didn't say anything back. And I was like, all right, that was weird to ask. And then like my phone just started blowing up. And I was like...
Yeah, Adrian texted me. Shout out to Adrian.
Yeah, and I was just like, what is going on? Like my phone's going off crazy hard. That's only happened when I've had a couple moments that have gotten like a couple millions of views, like match-wise and stuff, like from big bumps or stuff like that. And that's what it literally was like again, but I hadn't posted anything or like done anything. So I was like so confused. And why were so many random people that I hadn't heard from texting me? And I was like,
what was the text saying? You on Westside?
Like, yo, what's up with you on Apple? Because something must have been on Apple Music.
Oh, that's when I seen it.
So it was like it was all over Apple Music for like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yo, why are you on Apple Music right now? And I was like, what are you talking about?
They thought you started rapping.
I don't use Apple Music. I use Spotify.
Okay.
So I was like, you're on Apple Music. I'm like, oh, someone sent me a screenshot because I don't use it.
You were on Spotify too.
Yeah. But no, I mean like on the Apple, like it was like one of the featured things or whatever. So that's how many but then I was like, that's how I found it out. And then Gunn hit me later in the day. And it was like, hey, yo. And we
said, hey, yo.
Yeah, we were just chopping up. I was like, thanks, bro. I was like, my phone is like broken. Because I turned my notifications off for Instagram and everything after that. Because it just kept popping off.
Kept popping up.
Which was cool. I appreciate it. Like, that's fire.
How'd you make that connection with Westside Gunn and Fourth Rope?
You know J-Mo?
Yeah, I do.
So J-Mo, I was in Tampa. And he said, yo, you should stay out here for an extra day. And I had an MLW show there. And I was like, okay, I could stay in Tampa. That'd be cool. And then he was like, come to this spot. And because I was at Hogan's Beach Shop. And then he hit me up and he's like, yo, come to this spot whenever you're free. Because I was just chilling in Tampa. He was doing like a DJ set later or something. So that's how I was staying. So like for the rest of the day, I was just chilling. He's like, come to the spot. Went to this spot. And Westside Gunn was there. And we just chopped it up. And I like wasn't trying. I didn't know there was going to be a company or he was opening anything. And then he just liked my look.
It's popping too.
Yeah. And then we chopped it up for a little bit. We just talked about wrestling, things that, I mean, our interests. Really, it was not, I would say it was the most unbusiness meeting I've ever had in my life. Not knowing it was actually about to be like this fourth rope thing. And like, yo, you're about to be the man at fourth. Like, I want to start this company. Like, you're about to be the guy. Like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. And so then, yeah, I mean, he just liked me, I guess. I don't know why. To be honest with you, I really don't. Like,
do you think it was because of what he said? Like what you mentioned about Sid Vicious? Like, did he see you wrestle? Did he like the vibe?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I mean, I do have a throwback look to me for sure, but I think maybe he probably just liked my passion for wrestling.
Yeah, that too.
Because that's just what we talked about. And like,
because he's super passionate about wrestling.
Yeah, and I was down there for a bigger show. Like, I wasn't just down there for like no reason. So then he was like, oh, you were down there for this? I was like, yeah, I was the main event last night. And he was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, like, sorry, not trying to be like that, but yeah. Because I never used to even say, yo, I'm a wrestler to people when they ask. Because they asked me what I do, and I was like, nothing. And Jéan was like, bro, what are you doing? You're a wrestler. Look, there's no other job for you to do based on
your appearance. They assume you do something sports.
Yeah, it's like, based off your appearance, there's no way you do anything else. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're like, we don't see this guy, you know.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
installing cable or no, you know.
I'm just, just nothing. Just doing nothing. Just hanging out here in Tampa, having a good time. And Jéan was like, dude, tell him how you're a wrestler right now. What are you doing? Because he already knew Gunn and Dizza. But so
shout out to Dizza,
yeah. So shout out to Dizza, Gunn, J-Mo, and then we just a couple months later, he just was ready to launch fourth rope, but sadly I broke my arm off right before.
Oh man!
So then I missed the first couple of shows, and then it's just been fun though since then. I mean, we went to Paris last year. We're going. I don't know what I can say. So
yeah, I want to get you
to some big events again this year. We'll just got announced. Oh, this one in New Orleans just got announced for 4th of July. That'll be fire. Yeah, it's called Essence Fest, I believe.
Okay. Oh, you're going out for Essence Fest.
Yeah,
okay, nice.
Yeah. And so it looks like it'll be pretty rowdy. And I mean, the Fourth Rope crew is like a different crew. It's like a real family. That's why I like it so much, is because Gunn is about. This is what I love. Fourth Rope is. Gunn's big on the culture of the locker room being positive, which it needs to be, because
as it should.
I mean, we should all be working together. Why can't we work together to put on the best show possible? And so, like, he's made some adjustments here and there, and then, so when we're all in New Orleans together, like, it's gonna be a ball. Like, it's gonna be a riot. Like,
a riot.
An absolute riot. As soon as the business is done and it's time for just put on the party hat. No one does it like Fourth Rope.
You have a good time down there.
Yeah. The last time I was in New Orleans, I was only 20, and this wrestler that I was a big fan of just lied and told the bouncer he was my dad to get me into this bar. So that was pretty fire. So I'm pretty excited to be down there as an actual adult man this time and see what kind of shenanigans I'll get into.
We got you.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. I want to take a break, and I want to ask you a couple more questions in the next section, but it's a section called Peace Positive Point, where you say a quote or a Westside Gunn lyric or whatever you want that means something to you, and I'll say it, and we'll ask you a couple more questions, and we'll get out of here.
All right, that's cool.
Josh Bishop in the house, episode 198. Jéan P. the MC. Peace. episode 198 of the Say What You Mean podcast. Jean P, the MC, Josh Bishop. I gotta dap you up, man. Thank you for coming on the show, brother. Appreciate you, man. This is a fun episode. You definitely opened my eyes to the wrestling game. Shout out to Trey Lamar too, man. Yeah. I had 2 wrestlers on the show now.
Yeah, Trey. We train together, actually.
That's my dude, man.
I remember seeing Trey my first day of training, actually. He's a guy that I probably would have. I haven't wrestled him in years, and we would probably have an unreal match today, but just because we have such foundational chemistry together from...
Was he a tag duo with y'all?
We did tag before, yeah, but we used to work each other and like wrestle each other a bunch in training. So just from... I mean, we used to wrestle each other probably every day for... do stuff for a while, yeah. I haven't worked him in a long time, actually. That'd be a fun one.
I didn't get to ask you this on a break, but what legacy do you want to leave behind in wrestling?
I mean, in wrestling, obviously the best of all time. I'm trying to main event WrestleMania. I think I'm not even in chapter 1 of writing my story in terms of my legacy or anything. I think I got a lot to... I mean, I might be on chapter 2 or 3, honestly. 1 or 2 probably pretty funny. I got some pretty funny stories. That's part of my career that I could probably throw in there. But, yeah, I just think I'm just trying to leave a legacy of just a great... professional wrestler in all aspects. Like, I don't want to be categorized as just a hardcore wrestler. Because I really think I can do every style. I think I could eat every flavor of ice cream. So, I mean, that's what I would like to be. A not genre, I guess you could say. What is it?
A multifaceted.
Yeah. Or a style bender.
Gotcha.
Or a style master.
Well, you doing it, man. We proud of what you're doing, man. And we're friends over here. You might have me try to, I don't know, get better. I ain't gonna get no ring.
Work through the table. Like
hey, man. That's wild, too. Look at you. Like, those, that when I was seeing the clips, I was like, man, he putting people through tables.
Yeah.
Through chairs.
Of course.
Ooh, have you ever been put through a table?
Of course. Last night, yeah, it's horrible.
You got put through a...
Yeah, a table, yeah. It's just a wooden table.
Does it hit you, or you got to be like, oh, I got to get right up, or you not going to get right up?
You don't get right up. It's just like, wow, that felt horrible. Thank God I have to lay here. It's like, thank God my job does not require me to move because I feel horrible right now.
So you got to like lay there and accept it and then
like,
get up.
Yeah, it's just like, like, all right, I know what going through like hitting hit with a chair feels like. So it's like, I'm just used to it at this point. I'm just like, all right, it could have been worse for the most part. I've been like cracked with stuff before. Or like I've gone through stuff and then not breaking, and that feels worse. Because I've gone through a table off the top and it doesn't break, and it just knocks the wind out of you. Then it just feels horrible. Because like some of these wood tables, really a lot of things in wrestling these days are these doors. Because I mean, doors are so much cheaper than a table. They don't make those wood tables anymore. And some of those wood tables are those old church ones. And so like that old church wood just does not break at all.
Nah, I ain't breaking. You won't bounce back. You might bounce back off the table.
I've had a few where I fall probably 15 feet like into the table and it just like doesn't break, and I'm like, oh. It just feels like your entire spine just like feels it.
Man, I get excited, and then I'm also like just curious as to like, man, how does that feel?
Horrible. Just like your whole body is just like. What? It's just like what when you fall. Okay, when you go through a table and it breaks and it's good, for the most part, you'll probably get a little cut in your back, which is like, all right, nice, because you know it broke. Yeah. So it's like, all right, my back kind of hurts a little bit. That's good. It could be worse. It could have not broke. So it's like, all right, this hurts, but there's like levels to the pain. Like it could be a 10 out of 10 suck, but it's only like a 5 out of 10 suck. So
levels
it's like,
to the pain,
and the crowd is like so fired up too. So it's like, oh yeah, this will feel so horrible tomorrow, but like right now, I'm the man.
You got to get up.
Yeah. Come on, give it to me. It's like I'm invincible right now. And then it's like an hour or two later, and like the adrenaline wears off, and you're just like laying there like this, like,
what did I do?
Yeah.
That sacrifice, man.
Like, why did I say I could go through that table tonight? Like, why did I say that we should do this move off the top?
Right. That's what's up. Well, listen, man, Josh, this part of my podcast is called Peace, Positive Point, where I ask my guests to tell me a quote that means something to them, and I'll do the same. Do you have a quote that you could share with us?
Yeah. So I got a quote from my mom here. It's, difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations.
What's that mean to you?
To me, it's just my mom's big on just. I mean, luckily both my parents, they taught us a lot about just grit and grind. Just, I mean, I come from some awesome parents, like very hardworking, and I mean, obviously, like for sure. I mean, look at my wrestling career. Like I have not had an easy road, so I'll luckily once I make it, it'll be so beautiful, and I'm the man at WWE, and I'm the top guy. But I mean, even right now, like there's been trials and tribulations, but I'm still doing great things. Like I still get to have a great life. Like I'm super blessed, and I really think it's because I got to learn from like a lot of hard situations. That's really where you learn. Because if you're just like living 10 out of 10, like cruise control, like I'm the man, you're not gonna learn anything. Because what do you think you have to learn? You haven't had a setback to learn from.
Exactly.
So I think I'm lucky that I've messed up so many times on so many different levels that I've got to learn from those mistakes. And I mean, I still mess up all the time, but it's just, I mean, you can either learn from it or just not. And so I'm just trying to not make the same mistakes, I guess, as much as I used to. So then in the end, I can have a great life. But I mean, nothing good comes easy.
100%. I like that quote, man. And my positive point is some people talk about greatness. Some people talk about toughness. Others live it every day. And sitting with you and you talking about your grind and the sacrifices you made, like you're living it. You know, every single day, whenever you get into a match, you know, we talked off the record about how you're compensated and the sacrifices that you make, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like, it's your dream and you love it. I think that's the key thing with having a passion. It's like, yeah, there's sacrifices or things we may not receive, but the love that you have. I thought it was interesting that you said you were so young and knew early that you wanted to be a wrestler.
I mean, my poor younger brother, I mean, I used to slam him through like little drywall pieces or like hit him with a little ladder or a chair and stuff. Like,
so you got to make it to pay him back for
Yeah, I mean, it's truly just an obsession, I think. Like, and I don't want to say an addiction because I don't want to discredit addictions or addicts. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I am addicted to it, absolutely. But it's just a different feeling. Like, it's better than any drug. It's better than all the drugs combined at once, trust me. It's the best feeling in the world when you're out there. Like, there is nothing like it. And it doesn't matter. It's just so hard to describe it, like, because your real life just goes away and you just become that character. So you almost just put on the mask of whatever that character, and your character is what you create. You create your character. So you become what you want to be, essentially, for maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes only. You know what I mean?
And you're inspiring people who see that, you know?
But then you just switch it back. But some people, it's like hard though, almost, because then you're selling merch, you know what I mean? You're doing all the stuff after the show too. So you're not really, are you being the character? Are you being yourself? Because no one cares about the real you.
Yeah.
Like, they only care about this fictitious character you've created for them, which is kind of messed up. Because then you just like, because you see people that become, I mean, some people become the character they created, and then some people can balance it out. But I mean, even in that Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix, I don't know if you saw it or not, but he just says, like, as soon as you leave the house, you just don't become, he turns from Terry to Hulk.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I don't do that. But, like, you usually see how people can do that, become that. So it's just interesting.
I like that. So I respect that to you, man. Any last shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout out to my mom. I love my mom.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah. That's my big shout out.
I want to give a shout out to my man Josh Bishop for coming on the show. Shout out to the people watching, the listeners. Episode 198, your 198th episode, man. Close to 200. Thank you all so much. Like, shout out to Fourth Row. Shout out to all the wrestling leagues out there, man. Shout out Westside Gunn. Hopefully you see this interview, man. Shout out to my man Chase. Shout out to Dakota, Zach, Jeremy, the whole team, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. We're going to see you on the next episode, man. Jean P, the MC, episode 198 with Josh Bishop. We out of here. Peace. He did the face.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. From the northwest to the northeast, say my name once,